Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would bring you along today as I start to make my list for my monthly restock. It is the end of May and payday is approaching, and I always do a beginning of the month restock. That includes our big grocery haul, but every month or so I also go through all the different little areas in our house where we keep cleaning products, laundry items, toiletries, and of course food, whether that's in our pantry, our kitchen cabinets, or in our fridge and freezers. If you're new to my channel, my name's Audrey. We have 8 children and we live in the Midlands of South Carolina. We've never really considered ourselves preppers because for so long that has had a negative connotation. However, the longer that we have been working to build up some food security, food storage, and just having what our family needs for about 12 months at a time, we realize, we probably do fall in the prepper category. And I feel like there's becoming less and less of a stigma for families that are desiring some food security, that have built up some food storage. We personally do not have long-term food storage. We don't have freeze-dried foods that would last us 20 to 30 years. Not that there is anything wrong with that. We have just, as homesteaders, always focused on more of like mid-layer food storage beyond 3 to 6 months, but not really much past a year, because it is our desire to be able to be a little bit more self-sustaining on our homestead, producing a lot of our own meat and vegetables, and we are in the process of searching for a dairy cow. I'm going to take you along as I go through our pantry, freezers, cabinets, drawers, closets, and see what all I need to put on our list for our June restock. While I go through our food items and I'm kind of scanning over what we've got in the pantry, what we've got in the freezer, I will also be making our menu for the next 2 weeks. And I'll be back in a few days with my June grocery haul. We'll start in our toiletry cabinet. We've got shampoo over there on the left. There are only 2 bottles left. Now, we do stock the super cheap kind for the kids. They are not needing to manage dry scalp or maintain hair color. So I do get the cheap Suave from the grocery store, but that also allows us to very easily stock up 9 to 12 months at a time. So we'll definitely be getting several bottles of shampoo. We've got plenty of deodorant right now. These 2 Old Spice sticks here in the front were in some of my teenage boys' stockings for Christmas. I do not spend $5 a stick on Old Spice deodorant. Not to mention, it smells like your armpits have been hosed with cologne. I do keep some body wash, probably 6 months worth of body wash, but we have easily a year's worth or more of inexpensive bar soap as well. Down here we have the natural deodorant that my husband prefers. I don't know how that works on him. I cannot use it. There's some feminine products in the back. I am running low on those. There are only 2 boxes left in this cabinet, but they have been completely out the last few times that I've been to Walmart. So we have 18 tubes of toothpaste in here at this time. I believe there are 9 more tubes upstairs in the kids' bathrooms. We have a boys' bathroom and a girls' bathroom upstairs, and we do allow them to keep some of our excess toiletries in there. They're thankfully beyond the age where just because there are 3 tubes of toothpaste doesn't mean you need to open all 3 of them at once. And we've got some girls' shaving cream and guys' shaving cream. We always just stick with the cheap stuff, Walmart brand. And we have a tube of toothpaste for my 5-year-old, even though he's definitely learned how to spit it out. As a family of 10, we go through about 3 or 4 tubes of toothpaste a month. So it's definitely time to buy 4 or 5 more of these 3 packs of Crest. These are just simple Crest toothpaste, nothing fancy. It's not whitening toothpaste. And a 3-pack is about $5. This is the cabinet under our kitchen sink. You can see that I have well over a year's worth of dish soap back there. We go through
I don't know, probably 2 bottles a month at this point. If I was the one doing the dishes every week, then we could definitely make 1 bottle easily last a full month. But some of my kids are a little heavy-handed on the dish soap, no matter how many times I tell them they can use very little. These bottles of Gain dish soap are only about $1.87 a bottle. So these are the kind of items that are so easy to quickly acquire 6 to 12 months worth. These Mrs. Meyer's hand soaps were gifted to me from a friend who has a Grove subscription and does not care for the lavender scent. But I also have some foaming hand soap bottles that I keep on hand, and I just refill them with 2/3 water and 1/3 Castile soap. Now, these Castile soaps, the almond is getting very low and the lavender is a little over halfway full. I'm going to get another bottle of the almond because I really like that scent. It's very light. But I also hope to find a bottle of peppermint Castile soap when I go to the store. I can use it to make some natural pest deterrent. These boxes right here have the little capsules that I use to make up our Force of Nature natural cleaner. Now, this is just vinegar and salt water. And then you put it in here, and there it goes through the process of electrolysis, and it turns into this completely natural cleaner that is as effective as bleach. It's really, really incredible. We've been using it for years. One of my favorite uses of it, I will spray it on clothing. Like if the underarms in one of my teenagers' shirts is really stinky, I will soak it really well in the Force of Nature spray, or I'll spray my Instant Pot lid to get rid of really strong scents after I've made something like curry or Spanish rice, something that has some really strong herbs and spices, and it helps to completely eliminate the scent. But it is natural enough to spray on a baby's pacifier and stick it right back in their mouth. It's pretty incredible. I am not an affiliate. This is not an ad. I just have really, really enjoyed using Force of Nature. Back there in the back are just some random cleaning supplies, Drano, just little things that we only have to use every once in a while, and I don't find any need to keep a big stock of. This is my laundry cabinet. Now, I use the Purex Free and Clear, and that is another one of these household items that is just really easy to go ahead and stock up 6 to 12 months worth. It's only about $8 a bottle, and I believe each bottle does about 115 loads. So even for my family of 10, one bottle lasts us at least 30 days. So I try to keep 6 months worth at a time. I also keep a few bottles of fabric softener, and this red bottle of Zout is the best stain spray I have ever used. And for a large family that hands clothes down to the next children, it is really great to keep clothes in good condition. This is the cabinet under our laundry room sink. I do go through a lot of OxyClean. One of these containers lasts us about 2 months, so I keep about 6 months worth on hand at all times. They are about $10 for these big tubs. And again, I don't typically use bleach except for on the inside liner of our shower curtains for the kids' bathrooms. So that's the only time I ever use bleach, but OxyClean is a lifesaver for our whites and for getting stains out. You can see a couple more bottles of that Zout stain spray. My mother-in-law keeps a bottle of laundry detergent over here. And this Mrs. Meyer's Geranium all-purpose cleaner is one of my favorites when I really want to make the kitchens and bathrooms smell fresh and clean. Our treat shelf in this top cabinet here is running a little bit low. I'll probably pick up a few bags of chocolate chips and a few more boxes of brownie mix. We only use these once or twice a month. Our spice and condiment cabinets are completely full. We definitely have a year's worth of spices, nonstick spray, olive oil, vegetable oil. That everything bagel seasoning reminds me that I need to put making bagels on our list for the next few days. And then these are our 2 working shelves for our spices and condiments and oils and such. We definitely have a year's worth of tea and honey. We like to make iced tea with the gallon size bags. So one box has 24 bags, and we definitely do not go through one box in a month. One box probably lasts us 2 or 3 months. We use lemon juice a lot in the summer to make homemade lemonade. And we've got lots of cornstarch, baking powder and baking soda, cocoa powder, raisins, powdered Parmesan cheese. And again, like our spice cabinet, these two are our working shelves. Apple cider vinegar, peanut butter, oats, sugar, flour, vitamins. And our most used recipes are taped to the inside door. I think it would be super fun to have someone paint these recipes for me one day on these doors. This is our big upright freezer that is currently in desperate need of a defrost. Pardon my filthy, dirty hands. They've been washed multiple times, but I spent 3 hours in the garden this morning. So I definitely need to restock our chicken breasts. If you've never seen one of my freezer tours before, we keep this upright freezer organized with these Sterilite containers. They were from Walmart. And let me see if this one has a sticker. Yep, it is a 20-quart Sterilite container. I don't remember how much they are, but they have been a lifesaver keeping our meats and such clean. So this, not clean, organized. This is another tub full of chicken breasts, and I just portion them off in 2 or 3 breast bags at a time. I do reuse those freezer bags. So I need to put chicken breasts on the list. Oh, here's some more in here that don't belong in there. And these are some chicken thighs. All right, I'm going to turn this off and put them back where they belong. That's much better. All right, so we have about 4 pounds of kielbasa in here, a pound of ground venison, and I believe this is some already cooked ground sausage. So I'm going to pull that out to make sausage gravy with biscuits tomorrow morning for a Saturday breakfast. I will probably add kielbasa to my grocery stock up for June. This is some frozen okra. In this container, we've got, okay, this was getting challenging trying to look through these bins while also holding the camera in one hand. So I went ahead and pulled out, this is some backstrap, which if you're not familiar with venison, it is like the filet mignon cut of a deer. We also have some cut up stew meat, which is also venison. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all of this out. This is the sausage. And I also pulled out 8 pounds of butter that I'll be putting back in. Now, these bins down here have some miscellaneous stuff. This whole gallon bag is full of pepperoni. And there are some other miscellaneous things in this bin, like butter, cauliflower rice. Here are some peaches from last year. Oh, there's some more frozen fruit down there. See, this is why it's so important to go through your food on a regular basis. So I will pull that frozen mango and those frozen mixed vegetables out, and we will add that to our menu for this coming week. As I have very readily confessed in the past, we typically keep about 50 pounds of butter on hand at all times. This started way before 2020. We go through a lot of butter, so I typically will buy 12 to 16 pounds a month, and we don't go through that much, so it ends up building our butter storage. And this very bottom shelf in our big upright freezer contains just some random frozen vegetables, like green beans, mixed veggies, and some broccoli. In the door, we just have, surprise, more butter. This bag contains 2 cups of tomato sauce. Wow, from 2020. I am going to pull that out so it gets used. Some salami from when it was on sale at Aldi. It is now ridiculously expensive, so I've been getting it at Sam's instead. 2 bags of broccoli, some shrimp, and some more frozen cauliflower. All right, so I'm just scanning the shelves to see where I've got some holes and where I need to restock. From here, it looks like I Could replace a couple of the old-fashioned oats, but if you recall from a previous video, I actually ordered 100 pounds of organic oats from Azure Standard, and I did go ahead and put those in Mylar bags in 5-gallon buckets because it will be a long time before we're able to get through 100 pounds of oats plus all of these oats. This is probably a year's worth right here. So it feels good to have that done. We're doing fine on corn muffin mix. I'll probably pick up a few more Asian sauces. Those are our favorite and they go well with fried rice and hibachi night. Peanut butter and mayonnaise are looking fine. There's quite a bit of empty space in the corn section, so I might go ahead and pick up a case of regular whole kernel corn. I should buy more salsa, but I'm going to be making a lot as our peppers and tomatoes become ripe in the garden, so I won't bother buying any more of that. I don't know if you can hear my dog whining. She wants to go out on a walk with my girls. All right, we're looking totally fine on ketchup. Oops, this creamy ginger dressing goes down here with the other salad dressing. I could probably use a few more mustard, so I'll put that on the list. I think I'd like to get a couple more Cardini Caesar salad dressings. These are my very favorite, and they're only about $2.50 for a bottle, so I think I'll pick up a few more. We are definitely all set on rice. We keep the bulk of our rice in these containers down below, and we also have several bags of the Royal Basmati rice, as well as some of this wild rice blend and yellow rice. And here is our store-bought pasta, as well as our red Spanish rice seasoning and onion soup mix. We use those packets for our favorite meatloaf recipe. And we've got a freezer full of venison, so I need to make sure I've got plenty of stuff to make meatloaf. I did stock up on this penny pasta. It was just over $1 a box when I went to Walmart last. And we like to use penny pasta when I make a really simple pasta salad recipe with fresh cucumbers and tomatoes from the garden. Everything is looking pretty good up top. I might pick up a couple more jars of unsweetened applesauce. Kind of working our way through the canned pumpkin. I'm going to pick up a little bit more diced tomatoes with chilies. We're looking fine on canned cream of mushroom and cream of chicken. I'm starting to make our own enchilada sauce, so I'm not going to buy any more of that. Maybe a few cans of black olives. Definitely not buying any more tomato products. I'm letting our marinara sauce dwindle down since we will have lots and lots of tomatoes coming in the very near future. We are looking just fine on oils. These are our home canned goods. Rice, crackers, dried beans. Looking good on dried milk, tomato paste. I could probably use a little bit more pancake syrup as well as granulated sugar. We have a lot of grits and Alfredo sauce. I think I would like to pick up another 2 boxes of our favorite microwave popcorn. And we're looking fine on canned meat. That's about it. I think I will make my stock up and grocery list as I edit this video since I talked about what I need. And I will also make our menu for the next 2 weeks. I look forward to sharing our haul with you in a couple days. Thanks for watching.